He don't have an ear to hear, let him hear. Right, so today's topic is, did Jesus only come to save Israel? Right? No. Jesus did not only come to save Israel. Yes, Jesus comes from the tribe of Judah, right? And he told his disciples to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? And don't go into the ways of the Gentiles, the Samaritans. So you gotta understand why he did that. It had to happen that way because Jesus' name had to be glorified before the heathens even could believe. So the only way for his name to get glorified was through the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Israel had a mission from the beginning to let the whole world know who God is. Israel was supposed to be one nation under God, and everybody was supposed to see that and see the power of Israel and become a part of that nation. Because that is a spiritual thing. It's not a physical, fleshy thing. If you believe in God, right, you keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, you are Israel. You are one of his sons. You are his children. You are his daughters, right? So Israel forgot the mission. Israel started worshiping themselves. Israel started worshiping idols. They stopped understanding what the mission was, and they started fighting amongst each other. They divided into the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, Judah and Israel. They separated. There was always supposed to be one king over all of Israel, including Judah was a part of Israel. But they separated. Why? King David was a fleshy king. They wanted a fleshy king. They didn't want God to be their king, so they took a fleshy king. This was a lesson from God to let you know that he's the only pure and natural king that you can ever have. David had problems, okay? He was a man, and he had problems. And because of these problems, he had to be punished, just like any other man needs to be punished for doing the wrong things. So this is why Israel became separated. Okay, but God wanted Israel to become one again. So that's why, he sent his son, Jesus Christ. And why does Israel need to be one? To show the heathen, to show the Gentile, that God is powerful and that they can convert and become a part of this. God saves lives. God heals. Right? But we have to become one. We have to become one. So that's what Jesus did. Jesus came not to only, to do what was wrong with Israel. What was wrong with Israel in the first place is that they got lazy, forgot the mission, and just started saying the blessings is only for us. God gave us the rules, the laws, and all of this, and we're saved, so we don't need to do anything else. But that is wrong. You got the rules and the laws and these, the understanding and the knowledge to save others that don't have it, that don't seek God. They don't read the Bible. They don't understand. Okay? So that's why you got the rules. It's not to save yourself. It's to save others. So what did God do? What did Jesus do? He sent his disciples, right, to the lost sheep to wake them up, because they already got the laws, statutes, and commandments. These are the people that's waiting on a Messiah. The heathens weren't waiting on a Messiah. So if Jesus just went to the heathens right away, they would just look at him like he was some type of bum, just talking. They had no idea of the Bible. They had no idea of the Old Testament predicting a Messiah was coming. And if they were to even see him, they wouldn't even know, because Jesus reenacted, the prophecies of the Old Testament. the prophecies of what the prophets preached. So what happens is that Israel, they started recognizing that because they read the prophecies. They knew the Old Testament. So they said, wait a minute, this ain't just no old bum walking around crazy talking trash. This brother is performing prophecies and healing. And he's also letting them know that salvation can also come to the Gentiles if they believe. Israel didn't like that. Israel wanted it to only to be themselves. They was like, nah, man, no, we ain't. They not supposed to be, you're not supposed to be going over there teaching them our stuff. We're rich. We have what we want. Especially the Pharisees, you know, they didn't want nothing to change. They were selling their goods, making a lot of money. You know, they were in charge. But Jesus came to wake up the lost sheep and remind them, no, you are supposed to be a teacher of the Gentiles. You are supposed to be a teacher of the heathen. Okay? That's the whole point right there of Jesus. He came to do God's will. And what is God's will? God's will is that the world be saved. The world recognize that he is the one God. And now Jesus is the King of Judah. And there's only one king over all of Israel. He's not the king of Judah only. He's a king from the tribe of Judah that rules over all of Israel. Israel becomes one again. The heathen sees this and they start to convert because they can see the power of God. That there is one nation that is blessed. Right? But it's not through flesh. It's not through skin color. It's not through, you know, your mom was born. You can get kicked out the camp, man, and become a heathen. A heathen is a person that don't have no idea of God, doesn't believe in God and all this stuff. Man, if you stop with your faith and unbelief and you're an Israelite, then you become a heathen. So that ain't got nothing to do with your skin color or your nationality or your race. It's all to do with belief. And Jesus came to show that anybody can become children of God, daughters of God, sons of God, if you believe. Jesus came to save the world, not Israel alone. And that's the lesson today. I hope you understand this. I hope it's very edifying. God bless.